Hi, welcome, 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 welcome to my YouTube channel. Wow, welcome. Like you are an OG if you are here. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Toluwa Kemi and I love to film about business, life generally. I love to have conversations. I just love YouTube. So yeah, I am here. So today's conversation, we've been doing a series of 2021 conversation whereby I bring my friends. I have an interview with my friend via Instagram, and then we get to talk about 2021. We've done episode 1 with Fumi, episode 2 with Goodness, episode 3 with Tolulope Oga. Now this is episode 4, and we'll be doing it with one of my favorite people in the whole world. Yeah, he's my friend. I met him in 2019. We've been good friends over time, and I do not take his friendship for granted. He's one guy I love to speak with about business. The guy knows his onions and he does really, really, really well. He's a forex trader, he's a coach, he's a business coach also. And the guy he has a lot of things in his head that he's doing. Is that good? And he's one person that I know is like he has this execution grace that I still want to tap into one day. He has a very good execution game plan. He's very good at executing. So let me talk to him. Let me just bring him in so that you guys can, get to experience him just like the way I've experiencing him for over a year plus now. So hi, what's up, Clement?
Toluwa Kemi, well done. I'm
Eshegon
very much fine. How are you?
Star, thank you for joining us. Thank you. We really
I
appreciate.
celebrate you so much.
Yeah, thank you. So what I do is the 2021 conversation, like I love to just to discuss with friends, people I call friends, just share some few things about 2021 and stuff. Yeah, I just love that. So you are my fourth guest on the on the platform, and thank you so much for saying yes to do this. Even though we had to drag you, but thank you. Thank you for saying yes to this. All right, so in order to start, I would love for you to just, tell me a little bit about you. Just share with us a little bit about you. We'd love to hear from you.
All right. That is apart from everything you have said about me already. You have said almost everything.
Yeah,
I'm Clement Oyinlola,
okay.
and I love business. I love entrepreneurship. I love marketing and sales. Anything about business, I love. I love helping people as well. One thing I enjoy doing the most is helping people achieve their goals, helping people get started, and helping people keep track of their progress and keep track of their success in business and entrepreneurship. Can you hear me clearly?
Yeah, yeah.
I want to be sure you can. All right. So, yeah, that's it. I'm Clement in Lola, and what else? I love business basically, and I love helping people get
Humbleness.
started in business. You
Humbleness.
have to ask a specific question.
Okay. Okay. All right. Thank you for being humble. We celebrate you for being humble. We celebrate you. Okay. All right. My first official question is going to be from your own point of view, from your own perspective, from you, Clement. How was 2020?
Okay, I had a last meeting with my team about 3 weeks ago, and our last meeting for the year last year. And I told them that the one word I can use to describe 2020 is turbulent. That's the one word I can use to describe 2020. And the illustration that keeps coming to my mind whenever I think about 2020 is us being in an airplane trying to move to a different country,
Mm,
and then we experienced turbulence along the way.
mhm,
Everybody got scared. Everybody got Some people got heart attack, in quotes now. Some people got discouraged. Some people could not even make progress because of the turbulence. And eventually, we all had a safe landing. Some people could not make it to the landing port, and we do not mock them for that. But we celebrate the protection of God, and we are grateful for God for keeping us safe. And so turbulence is the word for me, basically. We did not expect what we met on the way. Nobody expected the lockdown. Nobody expected that there will be a global lockdown. Nobody saw it coming. And, God has a plan for everybody. God knew it was coming. And God positioned some people in the right way. And some people took advantage of whatever it is that came along the way and made the best of everything that came along. So turbulence is basically the word for me. Turbulence.
Interesting.
But we thank God for a safe plan.
Wow, like TPT. All right. So my second official question would be, I know we all learned different lessons. I know. But for you, I want to ask you, out of all the gazillion of lessons you learned, what is one lesson you love to talk about? One lesson you love to talk about.
Okay, one lesson I think I would love to talk about is that whenever we see a challenge that we were not expecting or something unexpected is happening, we should not see it always as a negative thing. Most of the time, when people have something they are pursuing, when you have a goal in mind, when you have something to do, you may not know exactly how it is going to work out. You may not know the exact way all the things will be executed and implemented. But one thing is that when challenges start coming your way, you should tell yourself that I should look for the opportunity in this challenge. No, you should look for the opportunity in every challenge. There was lockdown, and I was discussing with someone about 3 days ago or 4 days ago, and he teaches in a secondary school here in Ife, and when the lockdown started in March, nobody was going to work. Definitely, there won't be salary, especially when you're teaching in secondary school and students are not coming to school. There's no need for you teaching them. There's no need to ask them for school fees, so you are not getting salary. And he's married with a kid. His wife just gave birth to, and he has to tell me that he has to look for alternatives to do during the lockdown. And from there, he started an online business. And to God be the glory, he is no longer returning to his place of work, even though the lockdown is off.
Wow.
He's now fully established with his business.
Wow.
He's earning dollars every month, and it's cool. So what I learned basically this year is that the lockdown came and it gave the entire world a retest. The lockdown was like a retest.
Yes.
Everybody was driven into their shell. Those who are strong enough survived. Those who did not measure up were still where they were before and where they are now. So the major lesson I take is that whatever it is that comes your way, take advantage of every single thing. The scripture says that every single thing you find your hands to do it well. And the scripture also says that the diligent takes advantage of every opportunity he finds. Like every single opportunity, take advantage of it, irrespective of the challenge. We don't know what this year is going to hold, but we are preparing ourselves to take advantage of every single thing we find along our way.
I had to write that down because that's very, 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 very profound, and it's different from everything everyone has been saying. That is one of the things I love about this conversation. It allows I love to allow people be themselves and just hear from them. And thank you so much for that. So my first and second question is about 2020 because I love to acknowledge where we were so that we can know where we are going to. So my next question is going to be about 2021, which would be how from you, how do you think or how do you believe 2021 is going to be like?
Okay. For 2021, let me say we keep an open mind and we're prepared to take advantage as well. Of course, every single person should not wait for 2021 to unfold before they make their plans. Nobody knows what tomorrow will bring except who God has revealed it to. Nobody knows what March, what April, what June, July, August, September. Nobody knows what's going to happen then except if God reveals them to us. And since we don't know, we can't emphatically say that this is what 2021 is going to bring for us. What you should do as a person is you should make your plans, set your goals, set your targets, create your action plan, and have an accountability society or a community that you would know that if you are making progress, you are being accountable for your progress. So if you are waiting for 2021 to look favorable, you will never get anything done. You have to, no matter what has happened last year. Last year should give us a last year should give us a mark, a benchmark in that sense that okay, this was what happened last year. If what happened last year is going to repeat itself this year, you should not repeat what you did last year. You must make sure you are better than you were last year. So whatever it is this year is going to bring to us, make your plans, set your goals. Don't just leave everything to kill Sarah, whatever will be. Don't leave things to time and chance. Time and chance. Don't let time and chance happen to you. You have to be deliberate about yourself. You have to set your goals. You have to make your plans. One thing that I've been doing since yesterday now has been I've been drawing my own personal budget for the year. There was an instruction that came to me yesterday. We should draw a budget for the year. Write down what you want to do every month. What important thing do you want to do every single month? And before this call came up, I was with my notepad and I've listed up to 7 things for 7 different months. And if you don't have something you are targeting for this year, you are most likely going to just leave this year as though it's going to be like a man who is waiting for the perfect weather condition before he plants his seed. There will never be a condition that is perfect. You have to make every single moment count in your progress. Nothing, you see, the universe will not respond to a man that is the universe will not respond to a man that is waiting and hoping for luck to smile on him. Luck will not smile on anybody who has not prepared for it. One quotable quote says that luck is when opportunity meets with preparation. How many people are prepared? If the opportunity starts showing up this year, how many people are prepared for the opportunity? I've turned down just last week Wednesday or Thursday. No, not last week. It was this week. I turned down a job offer this week, not because I don't want the job, but because that is not the kind of opportunity I'm looking for. But imagine I was never prepared to know the kind of opportunity I'm preparing for. You would have seen that, oh, this is a job, and then just take up the job, and then at the end of the day, you start regretting your decision for taking up the job. So you have to be prepared, even if you don't see the opportunity coming forth. Be prepared for the opportunity, even though it seems as though everything is there is this threat of second wave of lockdown. I don't care if there's going to be a second wave of lockdown. You should also not care if there's going to be a second wave of lockdown. If there is a global lockdown, the worst that will happen is you will stay at home. And when you are staying at home, don't just be sleeping and waking up and be eating food. Be sleeping and be waking up and be eating food and be making impact and be making money. That's the theme I got for the month of January. Make money, make impact. And a lot of people need to just prepare themselves. So many people need to be prepared. So many people are not prepared last year. And so when the lockdown came, when 2020 came, even though we're not expecting it, but there is a way we don't expect things to happen. But because we have always loved preparing, making ourselves ready for whatever comes our way, we automatically become ready for whatever comes our way. A lot of people now, they prefer to look for the easy way out. And when you're looking for the easy way out, you are setting up yourself for failure, because the easy way out is not going to build anything strong in you. The easy way out is not going to build anything tangible inside of you. You have to love challenge. You have to tell yourself that whatever it is that comes my way, I want to be ready. 2020 gave us a shocker, and 2020 came, and then we were not expecting it. Now, we should all learn a lesson from 2020. 2021, we don't know what's going to happen. We don't know what's going to happen. So with what has happened last year, the wisest thing you can do for yourself right now is to prepare yourself for whatever is going to come in 2021.
Wow. To prepare for it, for whatever. All right. So, my next question now will be that for 2021, what are the likely trends we should look out for in 2021? What do you think are the likely?
All right. All right. Now something happened. I noticed something last year, and I think both of us have talked about something like this
Okay.
in our meetup last month or thereabout. Now, last month I noticed that after the lockdown, there was an NSAS protest, and during the protest, a lot of people became mentally unstable in the sense that there were so many killings out there, and then people got disturbed emotionally and mentally. And I noticed someone trying to hold a session where people can come around together, and then they can try to regain their sanity. And people started saying to people to stay sane in that sense. Now, what I noticed is that people are now looking for a community where they want to be able to relate with, they want to be able to share their emotions with. We did an event in last month where a casual get together for ladies. I think we were around there too. And the main purpose of the gathering is basically to create a platform for people to just come around and be free, casual, be free to talk about everything you are going through. The meetup we did last month as well is something like that too. People just come together, they share how they feel, they share many things about themselves, and at the same time they get to learn as well. So the whole point I'm trying to point out is that for me, and I think I said it last year, for me personally, I feel the trend of things we should look out for in this year is community building. Community building. People are getting to come to the realization that we need each other so that we can move faster. We need each other so that we can achieve our goals. We need each other so that we can make things happen together as a community. And people who have built community many years ago have keyed into this fact, and they are learning from it. They are benefiting from it. And for us now that are just coming up, I think if you are going to start a business now, if you want to start a business for 2021, make sure you have a way to build a community around your business. Find a way to build a community around your business. Find a way to build a community around whatever it is you are doing. If you are volunteering, find a way to build a community around it. If you are helping people become better, find a way to build a community around it. If you are reaching out to people, find a way to build a community around it. So the trend I am personally looking out for is community building. And fortunately, I was going through Steve Harry's Instagram Instagram story yesterday or 2 days ago. I think it was yesterday or 2 days ago, and it was saying something about community building. So one of the questions he was answering on his Instagram story, and he said something that build a community around what you're selling, build a community around the product, build a community around the services, just build a community around whatever you are doing. Instagram is giving us a community to build, so take advantage of it and build a community around whatever you are doing. You may not have 1 million customers, but if you have 1,000 customers that are paying you every single month and are loyal to you, subconsciously the whole world is moving towards loyalty now. People are beginning to choose who they are going to be loyal to, and that is why everybody is having a tribe, everybody is having a community, everybody is having a society in that sense. Loyalty is trying to get a foothold in business right now, not like before where if you of course it is still possible now. If you don't give me the value I deserve, I am likely to move away from your side and look for somebody else who's going to give me the value I need. But then if people notice that this person is giving value, this person has the value I want, this person has the stuff I want, people are likely to stay loyal to you. And if you're not smart enough to build a community around what you're doing, you will just be losing all your customers like that, because when they get the value they want to get from you and they don't stay with you, you tend to lose them. I was discussing with co-founder of Stella yesterday. I met with the co-founder of Stella yesterday. It was a remarkable meeting. We had a phone call session together yesterday, and he was talking about something that he want to focus on this year for his company, Stella. Stella.co. So he said one of the things he want to focus on this year is sales and marketing. And while we were discussing, he mentioned the fact that Stella has not really been sending email updates to their customers, and he saw the gap in that sense. And he knows that I was about to leave Stella at some point when I was not really getting what I wanted. And then I just said I should check out something on Stella for the last time before I move finally. And I thought the reason why I was going to leave, they have incorporated it into the Stella system. And I decided to say finally. So I mentioned it to him yesterday. He said that's one of the reasons why they want to focus on marketing and sales this year, because they need to start engaging their community of users, so that they will not be losing people because people are not getting updated about the new value they are giving the market. The same thing with everybody selling a business, everybody selling a product. You must have a community where people get to know what is going on with your business. People get to know the latest update about what you're doing. People get to know that, okay, this is the new thing that this person is bringing. This is the new thing that this brand is bringing. And also, your community would allow you to listen to what your market needs. You get to understand that this is what my market is looking for. This is what my market wants at this point in time. And you are able to use the information you get from your community to fashion the product you want to give out to the market. So the community you are building around yourself can give you a sample space of the general market. So you get to use the community to understand what the market wants. You also get to use the community as a pilot stage where you get to see how acceptable what you're selling is to the market. So basically, just try as much as you can to build a community around your business. That's the trend I am personally looking out for this year.
Wow. Oof, okay. Build a community around whatever it is you are doing, either it is a product or a service or both. Build a community around it so that you get to update them consistently on what you are doing part time. And well, you said a customer 1,000 people buy from you. It's very, very okay to have a community, and that is one trend we should all pay attention to. Wow, interesting. Okay, my next question now is not about business, it's not about anything, it's just about lifestyle generally. So I want to ask you that if you are asked to write a memo right now, like a story about you, like that explains you, that talks a lot about you, like what are you likely to call the title of the memo? What are you likely to call it?
Well, at a flash of thought, I would say Once Upon a Clement, Oyinlola.
Eh? Come again.
Yeah, that sounds funny because I've not thought about it. So I would just say Once Upon a Clement, Oyinlola.
Well, the main reason why I the main reason why I thought of asking this question is because I follow this lady very well. I follow Priyanka Chopra Jonas very well. And I remember, I think it was like 10 years or 5 years when someone asked her the same question and she just said, unfinished, you get? And then years after, in the year 2020, she actually wrote a book titled that.
So eventually, I would write a book, Once Upon a Clement.
No, I'm not saying eventually, but I'm just saying that it's good to think of it once in a while and to say it to the, you never know what will happen. Yeah, so
I understand.
Once Upon Clement Oyinlola. Interest.
Once Upon a Clement Oyinlola.
Huh?
Once Upon a Clement
Yeah,
Oyinlola.
that was what I said. Okay, thank you. So my next question before I go to the last one is that let's say you are currently with an audience of 25,000 people and you were given the mic to address them, talk with them. What are you likely to talk about?
Okay. I would simply ask them to look at the next person standing beside them or sitting beside them and look very closely to the person. And I would ask them for the similarities they have. They should write down the similarities they have with the next person
Mm.
sitting up beside them. And then after writing down the similarities they have, I would ask them to write the differences they have um, with each other. Like, what's the different thing about yourself and the next person sitting up beside you? And once they have listed their differences, I'll tell them that even though they have a lot of similarities, they still have differences.
Mm.
So they should remain unique about themselves. As long as you have differences, it means you are unique and different from the next person,
Mm.
no matter how similar you have to the person. And the same thing with your ideas. If the next person beside you is having the same idea as you are having, it's impossible, it's not possible for them to have exactly the same passion that you have for that particular idea. So if they want to run with the idea, if they want to steal your idea, give them the go ahead, give them your blessing to steal it and go ahead with it. There is this lesson I learned recently, not recently, for a while now. I knew someone who started a business, and he had a friend who has access to money, and the friend took the business idea and launched it with his own money, and eventually came back to offer the original owner of the business a certain percentage of the money, and he turned down the percentage of the money because he stole the idea, and eventually the business died down, and the business is currently thriving with the original owner today. Now, the same thing actually happened to me in one of my businesses. I made a post some time ago about an update we want to include in our business. And a few weeks later, someone else went out to do that same thing we wanted to do. And a few weeks down the line, the person could not sustain the idea. And we are sustaining the idea up to date. So this, I've seen it over time. If someone steals your idea, the person cannot steal your passion. So I would tell them that they should understand their uniqueness. They should stop focusing on the similarities they have with the next person. They should focus on their uniqueness. Focus on what makes you unique. Focus on what makes you different. Make sure you keep improving on your differences so that you will not remain at the same position you were last year today. So you keep getting better, you keep improving, you keep learning, and you keep moving forward. You don't learn and sit down. We used to say something that readers are leaders. That's not true. A lot of people are readers and they are not leaders. So readers are potential leaders. That's what we should say. Readers are potential leaders because only those who take action will eventually become leaders. If you don't take action, you will not become a leader. Leaders are men of action, not men of learning. They are men of action. Learning is just the necessary requirement. It is not a sufficient requirement. Action makes your learning sufficient, and that is what makes you different. That is what makes you unique. So I would tell them that they are unique. They should not be afraid of people stealing their ideas because they cannot see their passion. And I'll tell them not to focus on competition. They should focus on their own creativity and try to keep getting better, try to keep getting improving by the day, by the day. Unto thyself be true. Unto thyself be true. And know thyself. So basically that's it.
Dang. Dang. My book is full. Wow, 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 wow. I love that. Leaders are men of actions. Hmm. Not just readers are potential leaders. Wow. So not all readers are actually leaders. So what differentiates them is action. So it is the person who takes action that truly leads. Wow. I don't know about you, but that is giving me it's giving me migraine. Wow, 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 wow. That is interesting. That is interesting. I'm sorry, I'm still on it, Abby. I'm trying to sip it in. I'm trying to sip it in. I'm trying to sip it in because that is very, very, very like it's very, very huge because this year is something like we have to like focus on yourself. You are the one that matter. You have to focus on yourself. You have to focus on getting better, and you have let's say I love everything you just told me. You look like somebody that I want to coach me, to mentor me, to do this or that with me. So tell me, how can we reach out to you?
Um, you can reach out to me on Instagram. My username is Clement Oyinlola, and we can start the conversation from Instagram. Then, if Instagram is not sufficient enough, I will give you my contact on Instagram.
I wrote
Did you
down.
don't get?
What did you say? Hello?
Did you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you. I can hear you very well. I can hear you very well. Like, I love
And if
everything.
anyone reaches out to you, share my contact with them too.
Okay. So I love every point you said, to take advantage of every opportunity, to make sure we prepare. Preparation is very, very important. We should have an open mind to take advantage of opportunities. You also said something that is like frying my brain, that is still frying my brain. You said you should make sure that you have a better year this year. And then you said community is one of the trends we should look out for. Then you went about to make mention of the fact that not all readers are actually leaders. Leaders are the people who take action. Leaders are people that, they put in the work, they do it. So thank you so much for saying yes to me, to this humble platform. Thank you so much. I do not take that for granted. And I celebrate you. I love what you're doing. I'm a fan any day, anytime. I am, yeah, I'm encouraged. I love to learn from you. That is one thing I love to do. So on that note, I would love to say, or is there any other thing you would love to say?
No, no. Thank you for the privilege.
All right.
I do not take it for granted.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So I'm going to sign you out now so that I can give my final gist to my people. Thank you so much. Bye bye.
Bye.
All right, guys. See, oh, I don't know about you, but then for me, that was really, really, really something. I told you guys before we started that Pastor Clement is what dead. Pastor Clement is good. Like, I don't know about you, but for me, I really, really learned a whole lot. Drop in the comment section what stood out for you, your aha moment. Drop it in the comment section. Ask any question. You never can tell. I might bring Clement back soon for him to answer our questions. So please and please, also don't forget to share this with a friend. Share this with that friend that you would love to grow with. Share it with that friend. Make sure the friend listens to it. And lastly, please, 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 guys, subscribe. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Share the link with people. Share the link with your friends, with your loved ones. Share it, share it, share it. Understand that this year I am committed to what? To growing with you, provided you are ready to also grow. I'm ready to grow with you. I do not take this for granted. Thank you so much. So till next time, I'm looking forward to bringing one more person to the platform to come and speak to us about this 2021 something. I'm thinking of one last person, but I don't know yet. So I'm not going to draw the curtain, and I'm not going to say I won't draw the curtain. That's funny, right? Okay, but you get the gist. So thank you so much. On that note, take care of yourself. I celebrate you. I'm encouraged. Thank you so much. Bye bye.